Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab and today's video, which is going to be my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty recommendations and wish list video. This video is going up on Tuesday, September 3rd, so 2 days of the sale are now behind us, but with my upload schedule, this was the earliest I could get my video up, and so I'm going to be starting from today, Tuesday, September 3rd, and I will continue through the rest of the sale. I won't be going through each individual product that's offered during the sale. Those are all available online. Mostly I just want to share products that I've already used that I wanted to recommend that I think are worth looking into during the sale, and I'll also mention those items that I have my eye on. So feel free to leave me your recommendations and talk me off the ledge if you think that I'm eyeing something that's definitely not worth the money. Before we get into the video, if you're new here, I'm Jody. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I hope you'll enjoy it. Consider subscribing and joining my makeup family. I bring you brand new videos 3 times a week on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Now let's go ahead and get into the video. I'll put little images on the screen so that you can see the highlights of each specific day. But for me personally, the highlight of today would be the Flush highlighters. I think Flush is a very underrated brand. It got a lot of hype when it first launched because of the names of some of the products, but I've tried a lot of products from the Flush line and I actually find that some of them are quite nice, especially the highlighters. And I'm specifically talking about the Right Flush Glisten drops. Those are the liquid illuminators. They come in 4 shades, I believe. I have the 2 lightest shades and I absolutely love them. They are amongst my top liquid illuminators. They look so beautiful on the skin. It is not glittery in any kind of way. It doesn't emphasize texture. It blends out beautifully. I cannot say enough things about them. So if you haven't tried those out, this would be a great time to do so. Their powder illuminators are also really nice. Those come in a compact and they have a highlighting balm, and that one is my least favorite of the 3. So personally, I would definitely go for the Glisten drops. On Wednesday, September 4th, the Bare Minerals concealers are going to be on sale, both the serum concealer as well as the stick concealer. And I'm really interested in trying those out. I hear Jamie Page talk about those quite a bit, especially the serum concealer, and so I'm very interested in trying those out. I've also loved the complexion stick from Bare Minerals so much that I want to try out more from the brand, and so I have my eye on those 2 concealers. As far as recommendations on that day, they're going to have online only K-beauty brands, and that includes the Touch in Sol No Problem Primer. I received that in a BoxyCharm and I was actually trying it out and I really like it. It's a very nice hydrating primer. So if you need something that's pore filling but you don't want something too drying, I think that's a great option for you. I don't have too many problems with my pores, but I do have dry skin and that primer lays very nicely on my skin. It feels really hydrating and smoothing and my makeup goes on beautifully over it. So I think that's definitely something to keep an eye out. If you click on that, you'll also see that some of the Touch in Sol dual-ended metallic eyeshadows are going to be as part of the sale. Those had a moment maybe a year back, and so I've always been curious to try them. They're going to be half off, so that would make them $12.50. Also, their liquid shadows, which come in little trios, they're regular $25. They're like the Stila glitters. Those are going to be on sale as well, and so I might be tempted to try those out also. I would say pass over September 5th. There's some very nice MAC lipsticks, but it's only select shades, and if you have a lot of MAC products, you can always grab a lipstick using the Back to MAC program, so I would pass on September 5th. On September 6th, I have a recommendation as well as a wish list item. My recommendation is for the Perricone MD skincare line. Perricone MD is a brand that I got to try through Influencer. They sent me a serum that is a deep crease serum and it really made a difference in my skincare. I since purchased a kit with trial sizes of other products and I've honestly had great results with all of the products. Just please be mindful of the ingredients and see if it's something that might work for your skin type and if it's something that you want to try. But as far as the results, they are definitely there. On that same day, I want to try out the Monsieur Big mascara by Lancome. I think I have a couple of trial sizes in my collection of that mascara, but I'm starting to believe that the trial sizes of mascaras are not indicative of what the full sizes might be, and so I want to try out the full size, especially since it's going to be almost at a drugstore price that week. On the 7th, the Anastasia brow definer is going to be part of the sale. I personally prefer the Brow Wiz, but a couple of days down, we're going to have the Benefit brow products, and it includes the Precisely My Brow, which is my favorite, so I would pass on the brow definer unless you prefer those triangular shaped brow products. But most interestingly, the Cover FX primers are going to be included in the sale, and that includes the gripping primer. I've enjoyed the sticky feeling of my Ciate Hydrating Watermelon Burst Primer so much in the way that I'm able to use less foundation with it that I'm wondering if that might have the same effect. I've also heard really great things about the Dewy Primer as well, so I'm very curious about those Cover FX primers. If you have a favorite, let me know what that is down below. On the 8th, Too Faced is going to be featuring their natural eye and face palettes. I do own the face palette and I think it's a beautiful face palette. However, it only comes in one shade, so definitely take a look and see if it might be something that would work for your skin tone. I do enjoy it personally, and so that's something that I would recommend. I have my eye on those natural eye palettes. I don't own those. I know that they've recently been reformulated, but I've heard them get really rave reviews. In reality, they are just neutral eyeshadow palettes, and I have a lot of those, so I don't really need them, but the packaging is so beautiful, and I do like the Too Faced formula in general, and I don't own those, so I'm really tempted to pick those up. I think it's a really good price. On the 9th, you are going to have Benefit Hoola. I think that probably a lot of us may have Benefit Hoola if we have any Benefit palette at all, but I think that the sale is going to include their newer shades, which includes their shade expansions, both into the lighter end of the spectrum as well as the deeper end. And so if you don't have an individual of your particular shade of Hoola, that might be a great day to pick it up. I think it's a very nice matte bronzer, and I do enjoy it. On September 10th, you have the Tutti-Frutti eyeshadow palettes. I think those are beautiful, beautiful palm-sized palettes. They're very travel friendly, and the pineapple one is more of a neutral tone, and the other one is a little bit more of a pink purple tone. They're both beautiful eyeshadow palettes, very different from the Too Faced formula in general, but very nice in and of themselves. The shimmer shades are really beautiful. They're almost like the ColourPop texture. I really enjoy those palettes. I had them since the launch of the Tutti-Frutti line, and I really enjoy those. One thing that I would steer way clear of is the Dr. Brand's Needles No More Baggage. It's supposed to be like an under eye brightener. I've gotten this in a BoxyCharm I think twice now, maybe a BoxyCharm and a FabFitFun, and honestly I don't notice any difference with it. It does have a peachy look to it, so it may have a little bit of color correction, but honestly I would pass on that one. On September 11th, you are going to be able to qualify for 50% off of certain products in the women-founded makeup lines, and this includes Ulta Beauty. I've heard a lot about Ulta Beauty, and specifically their matte lipsticks. They have beautiful shades, and I've been wanting to try one of those shades. Those are going to be included, as well as the LC, the Glow Enhancer, which is a liquid illuminator. I haven't tried either one of those products, but those are some that I have my eye on, and they've gotten such great reviews. So if you've tried them, please let me know what you think. Those are ones that were not featured in the book at all, so I'm really going through the schedule on my phone so I have the most updated information, and I really have my eyes on those Ulta Beauty products. I really want that shade Angela. On the 12th, the Lancome Skin Feels Good Hydrating Skin Tint is going to be included, 50% off for the sale, so I think it brings the price down to $17.50. If you watch Samantha Ravindal's videos, which I think a lot of us here on my channel we do, she has raved about this specific product, and I love a hydrating foundation with just sheer coverage, and this sounds like it's just up my alley, so I might be grabbing that one during the sale. There's some more Perricone MD products here, but these are plasma products, and I'm not familiar with that specific line, so I can't really speak to those. September 13th is a great day. They're featuring a lot of the Tarte blushes. I think I have picked up absolutely every Tarte blush I've ever purchased during an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty event. It's a very nice long-wearing formula. They have a lot of different finishes, a lot of different colors to choose from, and I think it's a great time to pick them up during the sale. It's a little bit of an older product, but it's definitely a tried and true one. I do prefer the blushes to the highlighters. The Clarisonic cleansing heads are going to be on sale this day as well. I'm definitely going to refill on my Radiance brush head. There's also another one that they're doing specifically for dry skin. They've since revamped the brush heads, and they have these silicone little prongs in them, so I haven't tried them, but I do need a refill for my Clarisonic, and so I guess this is the time. There will also be products from the Lorac brand on sale that day. The Unzipped eyeshadow palettes are really lovely neutral palettes. The metallics there are really buttery and creamy and smooth. I love those. Really nice tried and true formula as well, but a bit of an older product. They are going to also be including some of their smaller palettes. I think that they are like 5-pan palettes. I'm not really too interested in picking up an eyeshadow palette that small, and I do already own the unzipped ones, so I think I will personally pass. But if you don't have those and you enjoy a nice neutral eyeshadow palette, both of those are really, really beautiful. On the 14th, the Kylie Lip Kits are going to be on sale, 50% off. Now I have to say, as far as liquid lipsticks go, the Kylie formula is amongst the more drying in my personal opinion, but she does have really beautiful shades and a really large collection of nudes with all different undertones. If you can tolerate a drier formula of matte liquid lipsticks, you might be able to find a shade that you really enjoy from her line. On this same day, they're going to be featuring some of the Lime Crime highlighter palettes for half off, so the price will be $19, and they are highlighting trios. I haven't tried the Lime Crime highlighting formula, but I do enjoy them as a brand in terms of lip products as well as eyeshadows. I really enjoyed all the items I've tried from their line, and so I'm curious about these highlighting palettes. September 15th is a really good day too. The Tarte Lit and Bloom palette is going to be on sale. Another tried and true neutral eyeshadow palette. This one is very, very neutral, and I've heard people really recommend it for bridal makeup and things like that. I own it. I enjoy it. I think it's fine. So if you don't already have it and you've been wanting to add it to your collection, this is a perfect time to do so. If you have to pick between this or the Tutti-Frutti Too Faced palettes, I would go for the Tutti-Frutti ones because I just think they're a little more special. However, those are scented, so just be aware of it. This one actually has a scent as well. It's more like a vanilla kind of scent to the eyeshadow palette, maybe a little more chocolate, like cocoa powder. Speaking of Too Faced, the Hangover RX Primers are going to be on sale, both the moisturizing primer as well as the setting spray, the 3-in-1 one. I really like that 3-in-1 spray, but that mister, I shared it in one of my empties, and a lot of you told me that you had trouble with the mister as well, that after a while it just starts to go bad and it makes a mess everywhere. I don't really enjoy that about it, but the product inside is so, so good. I'm tempted to pick up another one because it's a really good price for it. On the 16th, the star of the show in my opinion are the Velvet Luxe It Cosmetics for Ulta brushes. Those brushes are absolutely beautiful. When you go to Ulta, they're the ones with the black handles. They always have them on display. There will be the silver handles and the black handles. The one with the black handles are somewhat softer. All of them are absolutely beautiful, but the one with the black handles are more of the luxe level for the brushes, and they're absolutely beautiful. Definitely recommend those. I probably will pick up a few myself. Nothing's really catching my eye on the 17th. The Cover FX setting powder I already have. I like it. It's not my favorite. It's not my least favorite. I think it's just fine. On the 18th, the product I'm most interested in and one that I would recommend are the false eyelashes from Pure Cosmetics. Those are really pretty eyelashes, and they are ones that are very easy to trim because of the way that they're made. However, they do have a wider band. So if you are not used to working with falsies, or you don't like disguising the heavier band with liner, then those are not going to be for you because they definitely do have that heavier band. But once you put them on once or twice, they really adapt to the shape of your eye and they give you very dramatic, beautiful lashes. I actually really like those, and I tried them for the first time from a BoxyCharm box. On September 19th, I will absolutely recommend the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick formula. That is amongst my absolute favorite liquid lipstick formula. I'm wearing one today. This one is in the shade Merlot, and I just love them. I think that they are very comfortable as far as liquid lipsticks go, and they do dry down fully matte, but they're not so drying on your lips. They don't flake. They don't give you that ring inside your mouth. They're a really, really good formula. One of my favorites. I would definitely recommend checking those out. On the 20th, we have some more IT brushes for Ulta, which I definitely recommend. They are specifically the concealer brushes. I'm interested in getting that dual-ended brush that has a concealer end and a foundation end. I have one already, but I want another one. They're just really, really great brushes. I also have the blurring concealer brush in that line. Beautiful. I love it. Along the same line, they have the Beauty Blender Cleanser Solid, and those are going to be half off. Those are the ones that are typically $16, so for $8, that is amazing. I have to admit, I do prefer the Pro one, which is the Black Blender Cleanser Solid, but that one is only sold at Sephora and it's $45. So yes, I'm picking up as many as Ulta will allow on this Beauty Blender Cleanser. It is my favorite cleanser to use on my brushes. I use it both on synthetic and natural hair brushes, and I find that it does the best job at cleansing as well as conditioning my brushes. That is a definite yes. The very last day is the 21st, and I'm absolutely recommending the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliners. Beautiful eyeliners, huge variety of shades. You can definitely find something that you love in that line. They are the wooden kind of pencils that you sharpen, so just please be aware of that if you're not the kind of person that prefers pencils that sharpen. I personally believe they last longer. I love those pencils. They are excellent, and I'm going to check my inventory and see which ones I don't have so I can pick up a few more because I love them. And I think eyeliners are a really special way to add just a little touch to your eye looks, and I think it really makes a difference. So I'm definitely going to be grabbing those. That same day is going to feature the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencils. That's my favorite eyebrow pencil, so I'll probably pick one up even though I have one on backup already. Brow products are something that we really go through frequently, and that's my favorite. It's a great pencil, and they have recently expanded the line to include so many different shades. Really recommend that one. And last but not least, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is going to be part of the 21 Days of Beauty. I personally find that concealer to be a little bit drying and it's not my favorite, but I know that a lot of people love it, so it's definitely a good time to pick it up because the price of that appears to go up and up and up each time. So during the sale, it's going to be $13.50, which is a good price for the amount of product that you're getting in that concealer. Now, for all 21 days of the sale, they are including some hot buys where the discounts are not as high as the ones that are featured on the individual days, but the hot buys do have very good deals in and of themselves, and I want to share a couple of ones that I'm both recommending and ones that I'm interested in. So I would like to start with the Lime Crime Wet Cherry Lip Glosses. Those are beautiful lip glosses, very comfortable, very lightweight, and there's a variety of shimmery ones, more glittery ones, as well as more neutral nude kind of lip colors without shimmers. I think those are great, and they're going to be 40% off. I'm personally interested in the Beauty Bakery palettes. They're going to be basically the blush and bronzer palettes. I've heard Emily Noel rave about these. I haven't tried too much from the Beauty Bakery brand, and so picking up an item like this on sale sounds like a good idea, and they look really pretty. The Dose of Colors eyeliners are going to be featured as hot buys as well, and they have very nice shades also, but I know that the Urban Decay ones are tried and true, and so I'm leaning more towards the Urban Decay, but I am kind of keeping my eye on those Dose of Colors ones. If you've tried them out, let me know what you think. One recommendation I want to make, I haven't featured it on my channel yet, but I've been meaning to, is the Smith & Cult foundation. It's called the Veiled Threat Weightless Micro Blurring Foundation. It's a really beautiful foundation. It's more on the higher end of coverage that I prefer, so it's more like a medium coverage foundation, but the finish is more of a natural satin kind of finish, and I really like it for the glam days. It's very good on dry skin. The only problem that it's hard to shade match. Luckily, I picked mine up in a location that had Smith & Cult in store, and I was able to pick out my shade. So I brought the foundation so I can show you. I picked it up in the shade 270 Neutral. I know that I have a lot of foundation twins on my channel, so if you're interested in trying it out, 270 Neutral is a great shade match. It's a really good foundation. I'm really impressed. I also wanted to mention the Brush Guard Brush Shapers. These are great, really great products. I use them when I wash my brushes. You put them on the brushes and they are sturdy. I have some that I purchased from Amazon, but those kind of bend. And so the advantage of using the Brush Guard ones is that they remain very stiff. And so if you put them on your brush, you can set your brush in a cup upside down, right, bristles down, to dry, and the bristles won't be bent at the bottom of the cup. So I think that's definitely an advantage. And they also sell them in different sizes, including some as small as for eyeshadow brushes, which are sometimes hard to find shapers for. So I definitely recommend those. And that's pretty much everything for my picks and my wish list. Let me know what you think of the products I featured in today's video. And if you have recommendations or something you think I'm overlooking, please let us know in the comment section down below. I look forward to chatting with you about the sale. It really is a really exciting time in the year for us makeup lovers. Thank you so much for joining me for my video. I hope you did enjoy it. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, as I would love to have you. I hope you had a really nice Labor Day weekend if you're here in the US. And otherwise, I hope you're doing very well, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon on my next one. Bye-bye.